So in this lesson, Oliver and I are going to talk a little bit about how to get organized and actually set up where you're going to live when you're not already there. In an earlier lesson, you already saw that the way that we found our house in Myanmar was completely by chance, in that we got an email from a coworker of my husband's who was moving, and they had found this house and they wanted to know if we wanted to rent it. Now, I don't normally make a habit of just moving into a new place that I've never been before, but apparently they had been searching for 4 years, had looked at over 200 places, and this was the very best that they had found. So in a way, they did all of the hard work for us. Now, that almost never happens to me, but once in a while you get a lucky break in life, and that was definitely one of them. But our original plan, and this may be the path that you take, this is certainly the path that most of our friends take, is that in advance you find a serviced apartment. So this is like, could be a hotel where you end up living on a monthly basis, you get a special rate for that, or actual apartments that are rented out by the month like a hotel. And then once you settle there, you then go find a realtor, or you go to the online Facebook posts about places to move. Craigslist is also another good option, and you just start looking around and visiting places in person. So I highly recommend, if you're looking for a place that, aside from moving into a hotel because you've just arrived, definitely you want to have a good look around. You want to see places for yourself, get recommendations from people who are already living there. If you haven't made friends yet, which if you haven't moved there yet, it's kind of hard to do, definitely join a Facebook group, start to ask people for recommendations, and just do your homework. Get as much information as you can. It's not the end of the world if you move somewhere and it turns out to not be the place for you. How many times has that happened to you, right? I mean, sometimes we make mistakes, but if you can get good recommendations, get a feel for different neighborhoods, see if it's what you're looking for, that will go a long way in making your life a lot easier when you're moving to a new place. You can also get in touch with realtors, or get people on the ground there, see if they can help you out. You may even pay someone to do some of that legwork for you. Aside from that, there's not much you can do from outside the country. Usually you have to wait until you move to your new home to set up things like electricity, internet, and things of that nature. However, if you have someone on the ground there that can set those things up for you, that can make your life a lot easier. I know with our house here in Yangon, we had a couple of people helping us so that when we arrived after 12 hours of travel from Rome, Italy, that at the very least there would be sheets and pillows on the beds, because if you're not moving to a hotel, you won't have those things, and also some food in the refrigerator. So if you can organize some of those things that you absolutely need to have from day one, that will make your life much easier. But I would say my number one tip would be, don't stress too much about it. It's sort of common that you would want to have everything all set up for when you arrive, but there's certain things you just can't do until you get to your new home. So don't worry too much about it. Just take a deep breath, right? Maybe grab your nearest furry friend for a hug. All right, I hope this helps. See you in the next lesson.